Hey crew, welcome back to another month of the FarmStrong Strength Academy. We're back in the hay field. Ironically, it's first cutting hay time. So I'm going to kind of blend in a couple pieces today. I've got a weight vest on, a really awesome tool. Obviously we do a lot with the kettlebells when we talk about FarmStrong Strength Academy, but I'm going to tie in some things. I just got back off of my first annual training exercise with the National Guard, and a couple things really struck me that are relevant to activities around FarmStrong here. And then we take you back to the FarmStrong gym. I'm going to show you how to make that parallel or make everything kind of fold in together. So what really struck me, and the reason I'm wearing the weight vest, is in the National Guard we have to wear body armor and a helmet. So that's like an extra probably 20 to 30 pounds. And we have to step up into these larger vehicles that we drive for our job. So very similar to the windrower swather here, except the step for the military vehicles is probably about this high, which is probably about 30 inches. And the step to get in the windrower, obviously we got handles and assistance and stuff, and you're not wearing body armor or a weighted vest, is about 24 inches or so. So that's kind of the take-home point today. Is not a lot of people are doing step-ups. That's going to be a real big exercise today when we get back over to the FarmStrong gym. But you can see, like, if you got some extra load, like, there's a lot of flexion there that we need to be able to produce a little bit of strength out of. If you can imagine taking that up higher, and we got a higher grab point, we got to really grab, especially if we got that extra body load and some awkward equipment. It's where the components of mobility really come into play. We often talk in the fitness world about mobility and about how it's so important, but when you have external items that restrict your mobility and add load, then it becomes very difficult. So those are my really two take-home points: is this single leg step-up position, to be able to produce power out of this low bottom position into a 20 or 30 inch step. Super important. Beyond that, we had to move around our military vehicles quite a bit. Obviously they're big, much bigger than this, but awkward to get around. We had to go down and move around and do some stuff on them. So you can imagine here at FarmStrong we've got the windrower. You might have to crawl up and be kind of agile and slide around on things, and maybe you're up on here. Again, not really wearing any body armor when you're out here at FarmStrong, but on the same notion, you have to have some agility. I'm an older guy, comparatively speaking, and compared to the rest of the guys in the unit, and there's older farmers as well, and the agility component was really struck me to move around awkwardly with load, without load. On these bigger pieces of equipment, you have to pay attention. So when we head over to the FarmStrong gym, we're going to have to make some really awesome correlations between moving load, maybe handing equipment or items or parts up to maybe a military teammate or somebody that's helping you on the farm. So we're going to head back over there and show you an awesome workout. Hey crew, welcome back to the FarmStrong Strength Academy. Back at FarmStrong gym, we've got the four-wheeler, we've got the tire, and we've got the kettlebells out. We're going to make that big correlation between what we talked about over at the window regarding FarmStrong, being able to move up and down vertically on these bigger pieces of equipment, whether it's a big military piece of equipment or it's a piece of farm equipment, or you just need to be able to get up and down the stairs of your apartment in a big city, and doing lots of repetitions. We're going to make that correlation. The other thing that struck me is when I was walking over to shoot this, is there's a test coming down the pipeline my way regarding ammo cans, and just ironically, this pair of 16 kilo kettlebell feels an awful lot like an ammo can that's probably got, maybe some 50 cal ammunition in it, or maybe some 7.62 in it. So we're going to put together a nice little wad for you today. It doesn't matter if you're out at FarmStrong, it doesn't matter if you're a military dude, it doesn't matter if you're just trying to be in better shape, more agile and mobile as you age. And like I said over there, like when I was down at that annual training piece, being able to move around the vehicle with some power, some single leg power and strength, and then to be able to move around those awkward situations was something that I noticed that I was probably lacking a little bit in my training. So that's why I wanted to deliver this to you this month. So real simply put, we're going to sprinter stance. So we're going to work on that instability a little bit. We talked about that. This is one real simple way, this offset position here that we talk about sprinter. So one foot's forward, we're going to line up that opposite heel. We're going to do dead stop cleans here as such, and then we're just going to thruster overhead, kind of as if we're handing up maybe some ammo cans, maybe we're handing up a new part or a different part for a piece of FarmStrong equipment. and then back to the ground, right? So everything starts on the ground as such. Little push press up to a vertical position and back. So we talked a lot about vertical. Once we're here, then we're going to stay on that same forward dominant leg. We're going to stay in the same double rack position and back up. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to do a descending time ladder for each side of the body. So obviously your pressing is going to get really hammered, so that push press is going to become very critical. We're going to start with those sprinter stance, double kettlebell cleans up into the push press. We're going to stay on that leg, and then we're going to work on that forward leg. So I use my right leg in this instance. Has my working leg for my double dead stop cleans. I'm going to use my right leg here as my step up leg. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a repeat of this. We're going to do 3, 2, 1 in minutes. And we're going to count our total reps. So this is a little bit about sustainability. Then we're going to go 3, 2, 1 on the other side. And then we're going to take a nice long break. We're going to take about a 6-minute break in there, and then we're going to come back and do that one more time. So if that doesn't quite make sense, make sure you look at the show notes. All the details will be in there, all the breakdown will be in there. But I think this is a really nice correlation between a lot of things that are happening in my life, and I think it'll add value to your training life, even if you're just out there training for some good quality life going forward. Thanks for coming back for another FarmStrong Strength Academy. Can't wait to share another month with you next month.